There have been so many great games in 2023, and on Thursday, December 7th, we will celebrate the best of the best at the 10th Annual Game Awards, streaming live everywhere from right here at the Peacock Theater in Los Angeles. I'm Jeff Keighley, and it is finally time to reveal the nominees across more than 30 categories. And to help select the winners, you can vote in all categories starting now at thegameawards.com. This is going to be a very special TGA filled with new game announcements from teams around the world, and in the coming weeks we will have much more to share. But now, I am honored to get to the task at hand. Here are the nominees as selected by our voting jury for the Game Awards 2023. For Best Performance, the nominees are Ben Starr as Clive, Final Fantasy XVI, Cameron Monaghan as Cal Kestis, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Idris Elba as Solomon Reed, Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, Melanie Liebert as Saga Anderson, Alan Wake 2, Neil Newbon as Astarion, Baldur's Gate 3, and Yuri Lowenthal as Peter Parker, Marvel's Spider-Man 2. For Best Ongoing Game, the nominees are Apex Legends, Cyberpunk 2077, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Genshin Impact. In the category of Best Multiplayer, presented by Discord, Baldur's Gate 3, Diablo 4, Party Animals,
Diablo 4.
Street Fighter 6,
Sure.
Super Mario Bros. Wonder. The nominees for Best Art Direction are Alan Wake 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Lies of P, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. For Best Score and Music, the nominees are Alan Wake 2, composer Petri Alonko, Baldur's Gate 3, composer Borislav Slavov, Final Fantasy XVI, composer Masayoshi Soken, Hi-Fi Rush, audio director Shuichi Kobori, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, composed by Nintendo Sound Team. The Best Audio Design nominees are Alan Wake 2, Dead Space, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, and Resident Evil 4. Best Adaptation recognizes excellence in authentically creating shows, movies, and other creative endeavors based on video game worlds and characters. Here are this year's nominees for Best Adaptation: Castlevania Nocturne, Gran Turismo, The Last of Us, The Super Mario Bros. Movie, and Twisted Metal. For Best Narrative, the nominees are Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty, Final Fantasy XVI, and Marvel's Spider-Man 2. Games for Impact celebrates thought-provoking games with profound pro-social meaning. This year's nominees are A Space for the Unbound, Chants of Sonar, Goodbye Volcano High, Chia, Terra Nil, and Venba. For Best Independent Game, the nominees are Cocoon, Dave the Diver, Dredge, Sea of Stars, and Viewfinder. For Best Mobile Game, the nominees are Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, Honkai Star Rail, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Monster Hunter Now, and Terra Nil. Best Community Support acknowledges the game for exceptional support, transparency, and responsiveness to players. The nominees are Baldur's Gate 3, Cyberpunk 2077, Destiny 2,
Destiny 2,
Final
sure.
Fantasy 14, and No Man's Sky. Okay, now it's time for Best Debut Indie Game, which recognizes a development
They
team
fired
that
their
hasn't been on the
community
TGA
support.
before. In fact, these teams published their first game in
How are they
2023.
nominated?
The nominees are Cocoon, Dredge, Pizza Tower, Venba, and Viewfinder. For Best VR AR Game, the nominees are Gran Turismo 7, Humanity, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Resident Evil Village VR Mode, and Synapse. For Content Creator of the Year, the nominees are Iron Mouse, People Make Games, Quackity, Spreen, and Cypher PK. What's your most anticipated upcoming game? Remember, this has to be a game that's officially announced. The nominees are Final Fantasy VII Rebirth,
Yes.
Hades 2, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Star Wars Outlaws, and Tekken 8. Your nominees for Best Action Adventure Game are Alan Wake 2, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and The Legend of
I
Zelda.
think
Tears of the
Resident
Kingdom.
Evil 4.
For Best Role-Playing Game, the jury selected
Baldur's Gate 3 for sure.
Final Fantasy 16, Lies of P, Sea of Stars, and Starfield. The
Starfield,
category
sure.
of Best Fighting Game, the nominees are God of Rock, Mortal Kombat 1, Nickelodeon's All-Star Brawl 2, Pocket Bravery, and Street Fighter 6. The nominees for Best Action Game are Armored Core 6 Fires of Rubicon, Dead Island 2, Ghost Runner 2, Hi-Fi Rush, and Remnant 2. Innovation and accessibility celebrates games that are making our industry available and enjoyable to more people. Selected by a special committee of accessibility experts, this year's nominees for innovation and accessibility are Diablo 4, Forza Motorsport, Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Mortal Kombat 1, and Street Fighter 6. Next up, Best
Diablo
Family
4,
Game.
seriously.
The nominees are
There's no loot filter even.
Party Animals, Pikmin 4, Sonic Superstars, and Super Mario Bros. Wonder. The Best Sim Strategy nominees are Advance Wars 1 and 2 Reboot Camp, Cities Skylines 2, Company of Heroes 3, Fire Emblem Engage, and Pikmin 4. This year, these 5 games are nominated for Best Sports Racing: EA Sports FC 24, F1 23, Forza Motorsport, Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged, and The Crew Motorfest. Now a look at our esports categories, starting with Best Esports Game. The nominees are Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, PUBG Mobile, and Valorant. Your Best Esport Athlete nominees are Demon 1, Faker, Hydra, Imperial Hal, Ruler, and Zywoo. For Best Esports Team, our committee nominated these teams: Evil Geniuses Valorant, Fnatic Valorant, Game & Gladiators Dota 2, JD Gaming League of Legends, and Team Vitality Counter-Strike. The Best Esports Coach nominees are Potter, Homie, Gumba, Ecstasy, and Sonic. And finally, the nominees for Best Esports Event are 2023 League of Legends World Championship, Blast TV Paris Major 2023, EVO 2023, the International Dota 2 Championships 2023, and Valorant Champions 2023. All right, you ready? It's time for our final 2 categories. Best Game Direction, which recognizes extraordinary creative vision and innovation in game direction and design. This year's nominees are Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. Okay, finally, on behalf of the jury, I am proud to announce the 6 nominees selected for outstanding creative and technical excellence. The nominees for Game of the Year
Baldur's
at the
Gate
Game
3
Awards
for
are
sure.
Alan Wake 2, developed by Remedy Entertainment, Baldur's Gate 3 from Larian Studios, Marvel's Spider-Man 2 from Insomniac Games, Resident Evil 4 from Capcom, Super Mario Bros. Wonder from Nintendo, and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom from Nintendo. And there you have it. Those are your nominees for the Game Awards. A highly competitive year for sure, but who will come out on top? Well, you can help select the winners by voting now at thegameawards.com and on our Discord server. I hope you can join us live on Thursday, December 7th for the Game Awards. The TGA Orchestra will be back on this very stage.
Oh, I
as
thought it's
always,
gonna be
in
today.
tribute to our Game of the Year nominees. And yes, you can expect lots of news and updates on what's ahead for games in 2024 and beyond. So lock in your votes and get ready to celebrate 10 years of the Game Awards. We'll see you live on Thursday, December 7th.
Oh, that was a short stream. I guess we'll watch the whole thing on December 7th.